Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back to a brand new video. So as you can see by the bright blue and yellow building, we are at Ikea. Before we get into this video, I just want to say if you are new here, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Charlie and I create content on lifestyle, shopping hauls, home decorating, and I do like to do a come shop with me now and again. If this is the type of content that you enjoy watching, then I would love for you to consider subscribing to my channel. It is free to do so, but by doing so you would be helping my channel to grow. So let's just get into this video and let me show you what I found in Ikea. So I actually come to Ikea so that I could pick up a few of these boxes. I recently had some cream boxes in my Ikea Kallax Unit, but I did want some black ones. Now these ones were only £4 and I needed 8 of them, so I thought while I was in Ikea today I would just pick them up so that I could get my Kallax Unit how I wanted it. Now anything that I do pick up today, I will be doing a haul over here on my channel, so make sure if you do subscribe you hit that notification bell, because by hitting that notification bell YouTube will notify you every time that I upload. Now I tend to upload on a Thursday and a Sunday, but I do like to shot in a bonus upload every now and again. Now I don't know about you, but the best thing about Ikea is that they display a lot of their items. I absolutely love the way that they styled this table scape, and I absolutely love that jug. And then as we move on, we come to the gallery section of Ikea. Now this is where they do all of their photo frames and all of the larger photo frames. They did have quite a selection in my store today, but I wasn't actually looking for any photo frames, so I didn't go into that area. Now I am looking for these cushion covers, but in black. I did see them in the mustard and the green, but I was looking for the black. Now as you can see, the mustard and the green are quite popular because they are styled on some of their larger items in store, so I'm hoping that as we walk around Ikea today I will be able to find some of the black cushion covers, because predominantly that's why I've come into Ikea today, for the Kallax boxes and also for some cushion covers. However, let's be real about this. You go into Ikea for one thing and you come out with a car full. So as I was walking around Ikea, I did notice that these were styled over the majority of the sofas. They were £9 and I do think that they're supposed to protect the arms of your sofa. And if you're like me and you've got a nice cup of tea, you'll pop the cup on the arm of your sofa and that's when your sofa becomes quite dirty. I then spotted these gold coasters. They were £10. However, I have seen some coasters that I really do like from Rowan, so I put them down on this occasion because I am going to nip over to Rowan in the next couple of weeks and I'm going to pick up some more items. So if you want to see a Rowan haul, please make sure that you have hit that subscribe button and you've hit that notification bell. So I have picked these up previously. They are cork coasters. They're £1.50 and you get 2 in a pack. And I think they're absolutely brilliant to protect your coffee tables or your sideboards. Now I noticed in Ikea this print was quite big. It was on all of the displays, so I think this is the new print for Ikea. So the cushion covers were standing at £5.50, which again I didn't think was too bad. If you've been here for some time, you know I absolutely love a mug. And these mugs were £3 in Ikea today. Now every time I visit this Ikea, this room always draws me in. And I don't know why, because it's not very neutral. There's some black and there's some different colours in here, but they always set it very similar, but they just switch stuff about. One thing that they don't switch about is this Scrabble board. And on this Scrabble board it just says Malm or bookcase, Gateshead, which is the Ikea that I'm in. But I do absolutely love this room. I love the way they styled this room. What I do love the most is they use a lot of books in IKEA. Now, if you've been here for some time, you know that I do buy a lot of books. So I'll go to places like charity shops, TK Maxx. I'll also just go to my local Poundland and pick up some really nice books that have got really nice spines on. I thought this was really good. It was a speaker. It was £375, but as you could see, it didn't look like a speaker, so you can have it as a piece of decor in your room. And then I'm just moving into another room. This reminded me of like a bed sit. What I did actually like in this room was these lights. Now, I was thinking about getting these lights for the side of my bed. They were only £17 each, which I thought was so affordable. And I like the way that they've got them at either side of a picture. You could put it at either side of a canvas. Now, is it just me, or is this room absolutely beautiful? I just felt like putting my feet up on the sofa and watching The Wizard of Oz. Now, them jars there, IKEA do sell them, and they're showing you how they style them. So there's lots of sweets in there, but this room is just so cozy. Now, I have to admit, the kitchen section of IKEA is my favourite part. I love looking round their kitchens, how they've styled them, what they've got out on their work surfaces, and they also show you how to work with a small kitchen, which is what IKEA is all about. It's about space saving and making your home look beautiful. They had some really nice pieces in here. I absolutely love these black cutlery set. And this was just right up my street. It was a gold serviette holder. I absolutely loved that. Now, as I moved round, I went to walk out of this kitchen, but the tiles caught my eye. Now, they looked like they were going to be very standout, but they weren't. They were so smooth. There's them coasters again that I showed you at the beginning of this video. However, I am holding out, like I said. I am going to do a rowan haul in the next couple of weeks. Now, if you're more of a minimalist person, then this kitchen was absolutely brilliant. There was nothing out on display. There was just a few items, very minimal. But what I did like was this. It was like a little serving hatch, but when I lifted it up, you could store all of your chopping boards in there. You could even store your kettle in there if you didn't want it out on display. And I just thought that was a really nice touch to the kitchen. Okay, let me know in the comments down below if you know if IKEA sell these labels, because I just thought they were so nice, but I couldn't find them in this IKEA today. So I have mentioned before about styling just with books, and IKEA have done the same on that island. They've just put a few books out and it looked really nice. So I'm planning on changing my sink in my kitchen, and I've got a silver sink at the moment, but I am wanting black. So whilst I was in IKEA today, I had a look at the selection of taps that they had. I didn't actually realise all of these different styles of taps. So because I'm going with a black sink, I didn't know whether to go for a black tap. There was some beautiful black ones in store, and this one really caught my attention. It gave me that industrial feel, which, to be fair, I think that's the type of look that I'm going to go for in my kitchen. It was £115. Even though I loved it, I'm still very much undecided. So seeing as though I looked at some taps, I thought it's only right that I look at some sinks. Now, I have seen the sink that I want, so it was just basically having a glance. Now, I'm constantly drawn to tablescapes. I absolutely loved the way that IKEA styled this table, and that dinner service was absolutely beautiful. It was the blue and white print, but they styled it with the white plates and the white bowls, which I just thought was so stylish. and they did actually style it on these placemats as well. Now if you can't get to your local IKEA, they do similar mats in B&M, and I've also seen similar ones in Home Bargains and Poundland as well. This blue glass vase was absolutely beautiful. However, I do believe that was £15, which I thought was a little bit pricey. And then as we move around, I had a wide selection of dining chairs. Now a lot of people these days are buying a table and they're putting different chairs around that table. However, IKEA do have some beautiful dining chairs. Now I don't drink coffee, but I know somebody who really loves a frothy coffee, and they were only £1. These beige cups were really nice. They were coming in at £2, so it's quite affordable for the cups and the cutlery and things like that in IKEA. I absolutely loved these salt and pepper mills. They were £15 each. I didn't pick them up on this occasion because I didn't actually come into IKEA for that. This is a beautiful bed. I absolutely love this. Now I remember a few years ago IKEA used to do a table for at the bottom of your bed, and I'm sure it was the Malm range, but I loved the way that this bed had the little shelf at the back as well, so they'd put books on there. But can you remember when they used to do that table that sat at the bottom, so it went right over the bed? It wasn't expensive, but every time I visit IKEA I always think about it and how I would have been able to style it. So we're now looking at the Pax wardrobes. Now these are absolutely brilliant if you've got the space for them. What I do like is that IKEA do sell the inserts that go into the drawers to make everything so nice and neat. And then we go into the room of dreams. Now I absolutely fell in love with this room, and it's a bit unusual because it's very much bold and there's a lot of colour going on, and I'm very much neutral, but I just loved the way that this room was set out. Now I always check the way that IKEA make their beds, and I've often thought, how do they make them look so effortlessly beautiful? And the answer to that is they put 2 duvets on their beds. So there's a little tip for you. If you're wanting an IKEA inspired bed, then make sure you have 2 duvets on. And then another beautifully set out room. This is more like a teenage bedroom, but I absolutely loved it. It was so nice, and I loved the pistachio colour on the wall. So there was a young couple in this room taking photographs of themselves in this mirror, but I did want to show you. It was absolutely beautiful. It was only £99, which I thought was an absolute bargain. The mirror that I've got in my hallway that you will have seen on Instagram if you're following me over on there, that was £70 from IKEA, but for £99 I just thought that was absolutely beautiful. And is it an IKEA come shop with me if we do not go into IKEA CF? So I got a little bit peckish as we were walking round, and the smell of them Swedish meatballs, I just had to go and get some. So for some reason there was an extra large queue in the IKEA restaurant today, so I thought why not have a look at the cakes and see what they had to offer. Now they did have the dime cake, and they also had a berry cheesecake, I believe, or a berry pie. Both of them looked absolutely beautiful. And then as we move across, I noticed that they'd done a chocolate type cake, and they also done what I thought was a donut, but it actually wasn't. It was actually classed as a princess cake, but I'm not sure what sort of cake that was. They also done some little iced cakes, which I thought was quite nice as well. Now, I was more interested in getting my meatballs. I just could not wait to get seated, rest my legs after we've walked around half of IKEA, and enjoy some meatballs. So today I opted for 12 meatballs because I was rather hungry. I'd skipped breakfast this morning. And I opted for chips and peas, and then when we get to the end I do add some lingonberry jelly as well. So we've got the goods, so let's go and enjoy it. Now look at that, look how beautiful that looks. And I did also opt for the dime cake. So while I'm in the IKEA restaurant, I do like to sit where I can see people walking past. I love to see what other people have picked up in case they've picked up something that I have missed. So while I'm enjoying my IKEA meatballs, I just want to say, if you've yet to subscribe, then please consider doing so. I am on the road to 3,500 subscribers and I would love your support. Also, if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and also leave me a comment down below. Just by doing them two little things, YouTube will push my content out to YouTube so that more people can see it. So now that I have finished my meatballs and my dime cake, which was absolutely delicious, I am now going to move on to some more kitchen items. Now correct me if I'm wrong and leave me a comment down below, but I do believe that that was a tea strainer. They were only £1. Well, I don't use tea leaves, but if you do, I believe that's what you would use, so that the tea leaves wouldn't go into your cup of tea. Now I might be wrong, so I'll need you to correct me, but if I'm right, give me a thumbs up. Now I do like looking at their cutlery as well in IKEA. They are quite affordable, but I have seen a beautiful set in Poundland recently, so I didn't pick none up on this occasion because I think I've got my heart set on the ones from Poundland. These plates were absolutely beautiful. They were in the white and they were the square design and they were only £6. And then as I moved around, I seen these gorgeous black bowls. Now I didn't pick any up because I need to go through all of my dinner services. I've got quite a few and I need to get rid of some. So before I buy any more, I need to get rid of the ones that are in my cupboard at the minute. Now this is really nice for summer, where there was the oranges and the lemons, and it is the new inspiration. So this is what's new, this is what's trending in IKEA. And I just think them oranges and lemons styled in a glass jar in your kitchen would look absolutely beautiful, and that's what I'm going to do in my kitchen. So I have shown you previously, I've picked up items from Poundland, I've picked up items from B&M I believe, and I am going to start styling some fruit in a vase rather than in a fruit bowl. I just think it's a little bit nicer than having a fruit bowl out. Now I could spend hours in this part of IKEA. It is the glassware. Now I don't know about you, but I love nothing better than a glass mug, and if you've been subscribed to my channel for quite some time, you will know I have a little bit of an addiction with glass cups. Now I absolutely fell in love with these glasses, but a little bit like my dinner services and a little bit like my cups, I do need to go through them all and let's just say get rid of the ones that I'm not using, because I tend to go in places like Home Bargains, B&M, the Poundland, and I tend to pick up mugs and glasses just for the sake of it. Now these are beautiful. They had them in a peach and they also had them in the beige, and they are pillowcases. So again, I've not seen the black pillowcases that I've come in for, but these ones were £5.50, and because they're out on display, I've got a feeling that these are new. They had some beautiful curtains and voiles in store today, and I absolutely loved the black ones that I've just shown you. As we move around, again, we've just got some more styling. Now, I do actually love the fact that they've got a rail behind a rail and they've got 2 voiles. That looks really nice. So if you're wanting anything like that, then you need 2 rails. That cushion cover was really nice as well. I'm loving the prints in Ikea. Now, this is the one that I was looking for. So I needed a few of them, but I just wanted to go through some of the ones that they had in store to show you guys before I picked them up. So they've got some really bold prints. I absolutely loved them. Then we move around to neutral type of pillowcases. Cushion covers. These are more of the neutral ones. They've done some beautiful neutral colours. I absolutely fell in love with that one. It was more like a linen. It was £4.50. And then we've got the selection of their colourful cushion covers. Now, these are not for me. You would not see me with a blue or a pink or anything like that in my home. Well, I say that, and I've just put all of black into my home, and I didn't think I'd ever put a lot of black in. So that just goes to show how things change, because we change our home to the different trends. I know I do. Now, this cushion cover was absolutely beautiful, but it was a little bit on the pricey side. It was £15. Now, you will have seen this on my Instagram account if you follow me over on there. I will leave the Instagram handle on screen for you. Please head on over there and give me a follow. I do a lot of reels, I do a lot of outfits of the days. I also show a lot of content in my home. But I did pick up that pillow for my sofa. I just thought it was an absolute bargain. So I will be showing you that in the next video, which will be my haul. Now, these voiles, I've had these before. I've had them in my bedroom. They are only £4, but they are super long. And the only reason that I don't have them anymore is because when I was changing my home to black, I actually bought some dye thinking I could dye them. And for some reason, they turned out grey. So guys, we are almost at the end of this video. I just want to say I do hope you've enjoyed this content, and I do hope you've enjoyed looking around Ikea with me. Please make sure that you hit that red subscribe button and turn that notification bell on, and you'll be notified on my next video, which will be what I picked up in Ikea. So I do hope that you enjoy the rest of the day, whatever it is you're doing, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.